with his long hair. She goes and shakes. Goofy girl, let me finish. You look crazy. Yeah. There we go. All pretty. So Monday mornings, this is what they are for us. I'm doing emails right now, but hubby started way before, but his mind is always on food because his question for me is, hey, what are we gonna eat? And he comes upstairs, he's like, I already put the food to boil, but that's okay. We are making a bean soup, high protein, and it doesn't take a lot of effort or work to get it going. It just takes a while to cook. So it takes about 3 hours. Here we have black beans. We chose black beans because they're higher in protein. We put 5 servings. Yeah. He put 5 servings of it. I'm just going to go ahead and season it. It's been boiling for what, an hour maybe? A little less?
More.
Huh?
More.
More? Oh, more than an hour. Over an hour, but it usually takes about 3 hours. I'm gonna use this one. Now, a couple of you have said, well, it doesn't have MSG in it. No, this one does not. If you look at the ingredients, it does not contain any of that. And it also gets hidden by other natural flavors, it says, and that usually is a cover-up for MSG. But this does not have it. I don't know why some have it and some don't. They do have a lot of flavors, so maybe it's some flavors that have it. This one does not. We've been using it forever. I got it from his mom. This one, you can taste the water as you go and see if you want to add anything else. Do you want garlic? I usually put a little bit of garlic. Because the water will stay there. It's like soup. So what you want to do is when you put the beans in, it's gonna be like very little, nothing, like just on the bottom, but we fill it all the way to the top with water. It's been a little over an hour and you see how much water is already gone. The first time I made it, I'm like, oh, it's simple. You just add, boiled beans, but I didn't put enough water, so I kept having to add more water because the water kept going away. It was pretty bad. So have a lot of water for it. It's gonna be like a soup. And then I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna add inside all of it once we decide to eat it. Okay, so I wanted to update you guys about the whole YouTube thing. You guys have confirmed it. Some of you said you haven't had a problem. Others have said they have never gotten a notification, even though they have hit that notification bell. A lot of people telling me they haven't been able to like my videos in a long time. A guy said it too. He's like, ever since I started following you, I've never given you 1 like, and that's because it wasn't allowing me to give you a like. So it has confirmed it. It was more than 50% of the comments saying that they were not getting notified or could not like my video or could not comment. Somebody said she couldn't comment for a long time, so she would just skip out on commenting. Now here's another thing I didn't mention. YouTube thought they were slick and they were not publishing some of the comments. So if you put YouTube and shit or YouTube and something, it was most of the people that were complaining about YouTube not allowing freedom of speech, not allowing you to be a creator or just do your own thing. They were hiding those in the back end. And they did that on a couple of my other videos, but I never really caught on, or I would see like 1 or 2 and I would be like, okay, it's just 1 or 2, but this video they did so many of them. Somebody just commented, but probably because it was in caps, they decided to hide that. So like I'll post them on the video so you guys can see a couple of the comments that did not make it to as published. But I mean, this just confirms the BS that's been happening. I'm happy you guys shared it with me. Now I have something to go base off of. Whereas before we were just being crazy, like, no, you're crazy. That's not the case. That didn't happen. But now we've got proof. So I want to thank you guys for that. That's just a little update. I'm going to let you guys know what happens. It's BS. Thank you for supporting it and for understanding that it is BS. Those of you that obviously get it, trying to move forward in something, it not happening, how discouraging that could be. So thank you for your support. Just a little update. I will keep you guys updated and see what happens if YouTube ever releases my stuff or continues this way. Just leave us alone. That's all we ask for. Just leave us alone. You don't gotta help us. Leave us alone. We've been doing it all on our own, but we don't need something against us constantly, We can grow on our own. We can do our thing on our own. Just let us be. That's all we ask. And another thing, it's really funny how like YouTube won't allow you to put YouTube and like shit in the same sentence or something YouTube this. If it sounds like you're yelling at YouTube, they go right away and hide it. But all these words are okay. I'm not gonna say them because I don't feel right saying more than half of them. But that can go published and be fine and be sitting on my channel for hours until I find it. Those are okay, but YouTube can't handle a little bit of criticism. They gotta hide any comment that has YouTube and a different word in it that they don't agree with. I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, work on hiding these ugly comments that, you know, people have to read, women have to see, that are offensive to races, women in general. Like, they're not okay. But yeah, you're worried about yourself. Alright, so let's go work out. Our soup is still boiling. I'll show you guys that once I'm done with my workout and ready to eat. It's gonna be a full upper body day. Full upper body day. Not a full body day because I don't do those, but you know, let's go. Ah, it's so freaking cold today. It's like 19 degrees, but we've done it in less and I've been fine, so I don't know what's going on right now. I think my mind is just telling me I'm really cold. So I'm gonna jump rope a lot until I'm nice and warm and cozy. Ooh. Oh my goodness. That was a good upper body sesh. Very needed. As you guys know, I don't do it very often, so when I do, I gotta make sure I show it to you guys. Let's go eat that bean soup. I'm actually drained like leg day. That's how it feels. Thank you. Oh, that's perfect. All right, so we got our bowls of soup. He likes a lot more liquid in his. I don't. We've got diced jalapenos, tomatoes, onions. This is cheese. This one is the recommended one. Cilantro homemade salsa, which is coming to you guys very soon, by the way. We're gonna do it this week. And then sour cream is also optional. I'm gonna put it in hers because it's kind of black and she's kind of looking at it like, black? I'm supposed to be eating that? She ate it as a baby, but she hasn't eaten it in a while. Usually we do pinto beans, but the black has more protein in it, which is why we wanted it. Bean soup is like underrated. Like, you don't even think about having bean soup, but it tastes so good, and the protein to fat ratio, it's great. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys how I do mine. Salsa is a must. I like that extra spice. Crumbled cheese. I'm gonna start out with just half an ounce and see if I need the rest or not. No need to add more fat if it's not necessary. Cilantro, thank you, Lila. But it's kind of big. We should have gotten spoons so I could look more civil doing this. Onions. And we do it separate because it's up to you how much of each ingredient you want. Or if you don't like something, then you don't have to include it. Someone in your family doesn't like onions. I'm not doing jalapenos. He'll do jalapenos. And then it looks like that. So colorful. I'm not putting sour cream in mine. It's just for Lila. My beans are kicking in. I look down, I'm like, I'm bloated already. By the way, that happens, guys. We don't really care, huh?
After eating.
I don't know, it may make you feel too heavy though, right? During the workout. I wanted to talk about something, fiber. Now, fiber is very controversial. You have people who do not track fiber at all, or what they do, not that they don't track it, they subtract it out of their carbs, and they consider it like a calorie-free food, meaning it goes in and out of your body and your body doesn't absorb it. So therefore, it does not count as a calorie. I've always counted my fiber, but I keep hitting my bowl. But what I have discovered, I've been doing a lot of research. The research showed that there's still bacteria in your gut that uses the fiber and that does absorb it. So for that reason, it does have to count as some bit of calories. Now, we've probably put this out there before, but you know how like protein has 4 grams, or for 1 gram of protein, it's 4 calories. Same thing with carbs, but fat has 9 calories. For fiber, it would be 2 calories per gram. So it just cuts carbs in half. So it doesn't fully get absorbed, but it still needs to count for something. That's kind of how I do it. So the reason I bring this up is for people who are counting macros, you're gonna see some weird stuff happening when you eat a fiber-rich food. Now, as you see, the dietary fiber is 15 grams. So what happens is, the label here says 70 calories, which automatically doesn't make sense if you look at 23 carbs and 9 grams of protein. But what they did is they took away 15 grams from the fiber out of the carbs, and that's where they got 70 calories. So eating 2 servings would put you at 140 calories. But if you count the fiber, if you count the full carbs, it comes out to like 250 calories instead. So then that could look kind of crazy when you're tracking it on your app. It's like, but I thought I only ate 140 calories, like compared to the label, but it's telling me 250. So that's just something, that's how I do it. I count it as 2 calories. I figured I would just share it with you guys because this is a question that often comes up. And I've even had people tell me, no, you shouldn't count it at all. Fiber just goes in and out of your body, so don't count it. But everything that gets ingested into your body, I feel, has some sort of calorie. There's no calorie-free food. Also, stay tuned for Wednesday. I am going to be showing you guys some healthy alternative cheats. I just had somebody tell me that she binge ate because she just had a sweet tooth, and I told her you could have picked better choices. So I'm going to show you guys what I choose when I want something sweet and how it doesn't really kill my diet. So stay tuned for that one. Ever, in my opinion, unless you're eating poison, which is all your Diet Cokes
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed our bean soup. Let me know how you guys make your bean soup, if you make bean soup. We'd like to mix it up, hear your ideas. Anyways, if you like today's vlog, be sure to give it a thumbs up, maybe 2, maybe 3 times since YouTube doesn't let you give me thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to do so. Hit that bell for notifications. Not that YouTube notifies you, but hey, give it a shot. Maybe you'll be one of the 50% that do get it. Anyways, until next time, bye guys. Are you sharing with Luna your food? That face like, no.